Welcome back to Rinkside, presented by the Rink Live. I'm now joined with Mick Hatton. And Mick, out of the 6 Division I teams here in Minnesota, St. Cloud is the only one that's unbeaten so far. What does that show for the program here?
Well, for one thing, I mean, they've played decent competition to this point. They haven't quite played top 5, top 10 competition, but they're going to see a lot different story this weekend against Minnesota State Mankato. I would make the argument that they're the top team in the country, but at the same time, you play the schedule that's in front of you, and St. Cloud State has taken care of business. They've only given up 3 goals on the season. That's a huge thing for them. If they can continue to do that, get a little bit more offense, they could be a real dangerous team this season.
And looking back to last weekend against Wisconsin, Grant Deshawn was able to score on the penalty kill. What can we expect from his play moving forward?
I think it was a good step for Grant. They think that he can be a good penalty killer because of how tenacious he is and because he's got a good stick out there, and he's a guy with a lot of hockey sense out there. And he made a nice play on that. I mean, for one thing, he was kind of coming onto the ice. Saw that Cruikshank was going to make a nice play, and then he caught a pass coming down and made a nice move and was able to score. And then he had a nice assist in that game as well. Had a couple of big hits in that game. He's a guy that can bring a lot of different elements to this team, and so they're excited about his start in that series.
And how about looking at goalies with the departure of David Rennick? We have 2 now in Bassie and Jackson Castor. What have you liked about their play, and how difficult are they making it for opponents?
Well, they're making it difficult for the opponents, and then they're also making it difficult on the coaching staff as to who to pick to play each night. But that's a problem that they want to have. They're both playing very steady. I think that's the best way to describe both of them. They haven't gone out of their way to try to do too much. And with the defense that St. Cloud State is playing right now, and with the number of veterans they've got back there, that's what they need. I mean, they just need steadying influence back there from the goaltending and guys that are going to make those first saves.
And last year against Mankato, St. Cloud was able to split the series. What needs to be accomplished to get away with 2 wins this weekend?
Well, this is a tall climb this weekend. This is an older team. When you look at them, Jake Livingstone quickly comes to mind. He was the CCHA defenseman of the year last year, and he is one of the top defensemen in the country, and so they're going to have to work on containing him. There's a lot of different guys. Kate Borchert is a guy that provides offense. Ryan Sandelin led them in goals last season. They've got a lot of different weapons, and they play a heavy, hard game, and so this is a real step up for St. Cloud State, and they're going to need to match them, and they're going to have to continue to be good on special teams this weekend.
Thanks, Mick. That's all we have for this episode of Rinkside, but make sure to follow Mick, the Rink Live, and at SCSU Huskies _MH to stay up to date on our homecoming series against Mankato this weekend.